Americans all, and rouse your bold hearts at fair liberty.
Today we're going to talk about the role of women in the Revolution. Overall, what women did in the Revolution was support husbands and sons in enlisting in militia, ran business affairs / farms, and continued boycotting English goods while men fought. They created propaganda, and some helped in the battlefield.
Some examples of these amazing women are Mary McAuley. She was given the nickname Molly Pitcher because she carried pitchers of water to soldiers during the Battle of Monmouth during the American Revolution. Molly Pitcher was a nickname given to many women who made an impact in the war. She gave the soldiers stability and helped them so they wouldn't die. However, historians don't really know her real identity. Legend says that Mary was carrying water for the troops, but when her husband was wounded, she abandoned her water jugs and took up loading the artillery in his place. She was given a pension in 1822 by the Pennsylvania state legislature for all her work.
Next, we have Abigail Adams, who is best known as the wife of President John Adams and for her extensive correspondence. Abigail Adams was not only an early advocate for women's rights, she was also an advisor to her husband John Adams, the nation's second president. She was opposed to slavery and supported women's education. Though not exactly the feminist some historians have depicted her to be, Adams was concerned with greater protection for women under the new laws, as well as access to formal education. She helped influence important decisions and ran business deals while her husband was president.
Nancy Hart was a rebel of the American Revolutionary War, noted for exploits against loyalists. During the war, she captured 6, killed 1, and oversaw the hanging of 5 other loyalists. She also served as a spy. Local Cherokees referred to her as War Woman. During the Revolution, while her husband was gone, she managed the war, but often went to spy on the British. An important fact is that she dressed as a man and entered British camps pretending to gain vital information, which she handed off to the Patriots. Hart also engaged in the war.
Margaret Corbin was a woman who fought in the Revolutionary War. Her husband, John Corbin, was one of some 600 American soldiers defending Fort Washington in northern Manhattan. Margaret got too nervous to let her husband go into battle alone. She decided she wanted to go with him. Since she was a nurse, she was allowed to accompany him. John Corbin was on the crew when he fell in action. Margaret Corbin took his place and continued to work the cannon until she was too seriously wounded. It is said that Corbin was standing next to her husband when he fell during the battle, immediately took his post, and because she had watched her husband, a trained artilleryman, fire the cannon so much, she was able to fire clean and aim the cannon with great ease and speed. This impressed the other soldiers and was the beginning of her military career. She later became the first woman in U.S. history to receive a pension from Congress for military service because she no longer worked due to injuries and was enlisted into the Corps of Invalids. She was also given the nickname Molly Pitcher because of her importance in the war.
After the war, trends increased towards legal rights for women. Women had a higher influence, and they managed farms, shops, and businesses.
Overall, women were very important to helping obtain American separation from the British. Thank you.